Okay, guys, we're in for a good one today. This is your man Chef from Off the Dome, back with another video. And today we're going to have a quick one, but it's going to be, I think, a very insightful one. We're going to have what happened to Rae Sremmurd. Now, Rae Sremmurd, a hip hop duo, really found in 2011, 2012, I believe. Sonder Michael made it. They first blew up in 2014. No Flex Zone. No Flex Zone, one of the hottest songs of the latter part of the summer. I was personally about to head into, I believe, my junior year. Yeah. Well, 2014, 2015. I think it came out 2015 when it blew up. So it came out the summer of my senior year, going into my senior year. First time I heard it on the radio, I was like, man, this is trash. Then I kept hearing, I was like, man, these guys have a style, man. It's like some Young Thug was more coherent. It's like cool. These guys from Atlanta, then everybody's like, no, they're from I think Mississippi. And I was like, okay, they had the Atlanta sound. And Mike Will made it, of course, produced all the tracks. Sway Lee was producing songs we didn't know at the time. And he pretty much did the verse, the hook, and Slim Jimmy came in for the last part to give it a little edge. And then No Type, which I think is probably their biggest hit next to Black Beatles. That song has, I think, 700, 800 million views on YouTube. Black Beatles has 700 million hits. Black Beatles, I think, is 7, 8 times platinum. And you go on from there, from those days of No Flex Zone, No Type, debut album drops, mid, I think, 40 to 50,000, maybe high 30,000s. But over time, it goes platinum because they have many songs on it. Come Get Her, that was a huge hit. They had Throw Some More with Young Thug and Nicki Minaj, the feature there. This Could Be Us is 4 times platinum today. It's one of the sleeper hits. It really climbed the charts into that mid-level of the charts and fell off, but it stayed on the charts for about 7 to 18 weeks. It went platinum at the time. And of course, the two singles I mentioned before that, Up Like Trunk, Brinks Truck, a couple other songs that were cult classics for them. They somewhat built themselves a fan base, but mostly these guys were single type artists, which means when you're a singles artist, that means that you mostly have singles everybody likes, but album wise, there's not a lot of people that keep checking out your album. But due to streaming being a huge thing in 2015 that has been introduced into the charts, they started to get more and more play. So, see, they were streaming these 4 or 5 songs off the album. It was getting them to platinum status. And they were getting radio play. It was on top of the world. And their sophomore album debuted. I think that dropped, it went to number 7, and it kind of fell right off the charts. In 2016, they had By Chance and Look Alive. Both songs were on the lower part of the Hot 100. They really didn't do many numbers. They had a small radio push, and that was supposed to be the fall for Rae Sremmurd right there. But those guys got extremely fortunate. That Mannequin Challenge took off. Black Beatles was a soundtrack, and Black Beatles entered the chart, and I was like, whoa, what is this? And it slowly climbed off the charts, the same time as Bad and Bougie with the Migos. Both guys were slowly getting the success that they didn't have years prior. Now, the Migos story is a lot different than Rae Sremmurd's. Rae Sremmurd, they were kind of seen as automatically being accepted by the hip hop community, automatically successful. The Migos had this weird style, weird triple flow, weird sound. They were on an upward trajectory. The 300 deal kind of made them go down. Then they went back up when they finally got the deal and went with QC and got away from Atlantic and went with Universal. So Black Beatles took off, and these guys were hitting the ground running. These guys were already established stars in the past because they had many hit singles, but this was a number 1 hit single. This is something they haven't had before. Number 1 rap songs, top 10 radio hit, pop song entry. These guys now had mainstream coverage. And what they do to take advantage of it? Well, they kind of just let the song, they just kind of let the song stay on the chart. And they dropped Swang, and that was very successful as well. It was in the top, I think, 30, peaked at number 26, I believe, and it's now 4 times platinum. After Swang, they really have nothing else to really follow up with. So then their third album came. And, of course, we had Power Glide, which was the lead single. After, I think, Teed Up and some other promotional singles really didn't do as well. Power Glide did some decent numbers. Scram 3 dropped, and I thought it was going to be a number 1 album. I thought they was going to finally hit that superstar pinnacle. But they didn't. Scrum 3 dropped, and they went to number 5, and then it slowly fell off the charts like all the other albums. It went gold, and I believe it's platinum now, but it's based off the strength of Power Glide and I think close. And the reason why Scrim 3 really didn't work as well, because it had Swaycation and Gemtron. They had both guys, they was teasing split at the time, and they had a double album, kind of. Well, it's a triple album. Songs with both of them on it. Sway Lee featuring Slim Jimmy and other artists, and Slim Jimmy featuring other artists. Sway Lee is obviously the breakout star of the group, just like Quavo was the breakout star of Migos. And I think the problem goes with Sway Lee and the Migos really goes as Quavo had all this hype around him that he was going to be the mainstream star. Same thing Sway Lee kind of had around him. But in reality, in both situations, I guess overall both performers really needed the group. Some people can live without the group. Quavo is one person that cannot live without the Migos. They tried it with him. All of them had solo albums. Everybody agrees the Offset's pretty much had the best album. Takeoff had the most experimental album. And Quavo had the most skips on the album. That man Quavo is truly a hit maker, but he needs to work with someone. And Sway Lee seems to be a hit maker. He's a good eye for production, all this stuff, but by himself, he is just boring. He makes terrible songs by himself. He needs to be featured. Sunflower, great song. Close to Me with Ellie Goulding, great song. That Someone Still Out, Travis Scott song, good song. Other features, good. That lead single, I Won't Be Late with Drake, trash. Unforgettable with French Montana as a feature, awesome. So the question now is, what happened to Rae Sremmurd? Well, I'd like to hear your comments and feedback in the comment section, but let me give you my short opinion. What really happened to Rae Sremmurd, I think it's a difference between labels, personal ties, and overall fan bases. One, labels. The label, I'm pretty sure, pushed Sway Lee to go ahead and go on his own. That's why he's giving more feature spots. He was doing the Quavo special like they did with the Migos. They let Quavo do more features than Takeoff and Offset. Then Offset started doing more features as well. Just seeing how all of them would be marketed by themselves. I think they realized quick that Sway Lee could be marketed, but people didn't care. I think they realized that they knew Sway Lee as the guy from Rae Sremmurd. He was good on hooks, but they didn't care about him personally. I don't think Sway Lee has a fan base that actually likes his music. He has people that follow him on social media. There are plenty of people that follow celebs on social media. A lot of them care about their lives, but when it comes to the music, a lot of people don't want to hear it. And Sway Lee's one of them guys who, I don't think, if he dropped the album tomorrow, they keep delaying his debut album by himself, not part of that triple album thing he released, Scrim 3. They released Scrim 3, I believe, back in 2018. It's been 4 years. I think the perfect time to release Sway Lee, they should have released Swaycation that year in 2018, saw how it performed. Maybe we would have had a better chance, but now he probably won't even do 30K by himself. He might go ahead and do a flop. He'll chart, but I don't think he's going to be anywhere in the top 50. Because the truth is, Sway Lee isn't marketable music-wise as he was in 2018, 17, 16, 15, and the backwards. Same thing with Slim Jimmy. He might have done some guest appearances, have some couple cool verses here and there, but nobody wants to hear a Slim Jimmy album by himself. Together, they might not even have a chance of having a comeback album. I think the steam has ran out. That's why these guys have avoided releasing Scrim 4, whatever album he's going to release. It's been 4 years. Guys like this cannot afford to wait 4 years for album drop. They're not Kendrick, they're not Rihanna, they're not Drake, they're not any of these huge stars. They are mid-level stars with huge hits. It's different between being a big star with big hits. They're mid-level stars with big hits. So I think that's why when Rae Sremmurd, labels got in the way, personal relationship, maybe the two brothers, Sway was like, I just kind of want to see what I can do production-wise on my own, do this. Slim Jimmy was like, sure, I want to see. Maybe there is some resentment behind the scenes. Don't look like it is, so I'm not going to push that heavy. And fan base, like I talked about, fan base really don't exist. Let me know in the comment section if you're a fan of Rae Sremmurd, if you think Sway Lee or Slim Jimmy by themselves has appeal, and if you know what happened to him. That's why I think happened to Rae Sremmurd. That's why I think they're not at the point they were at a couple years ago, just due to a couple of things like that being discombobulated all over the place. It's your man, Chef from Off the Dome. I'm signing off. Peace.